What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV and Raising Kanan is now back on TV, and I'm so super excited because this one is my favorite spinoff of all the Power spinoffs, right? And the main reason why is because this one just feels more authentic. I love all of the shows, and outlandish things can happen on all these shows because it's television. But this one feels just the most, I don't know, something about it feels the most authentic. I love Tariq's show. I grew to really like Force. This season was just a big step up a notch. They took it way up a notch, right? Force did, right? But yeah, man, this show and outlandish things can happen on here, but it's just less outlandish things happen on this series to me. Now, I mean, stuff do get outlandish. I'm not gonna lie, but it just feels just more genuine. And I think it's because the better actors are on this series. Patina Miller is outstanding. That plays Raquel Thomas. Oh my God. She is outstanding. My man that played Uncle Marvin, he's dope. Y'all know Omar Epps gonna do his thing. Right? And all just the acting in general just seems to be top tier. Young lady that plays Jukebox. I like Kanan, even though this episode I just watched, it sounded like he was really trying to sound like 50 and trying to sound extra New York, probably over the top. And I'm like, he ain't never sound like this before. This one, he was muffled, It was just, I was like, yo, he sound like he got a mouthful of goddamn chewing tobacco. You gotta dial it back just a little bit, dial it back. But I really enjoy this one, man. I'm more invested in these characters than any other series, right? First of all, the character arc of Uncle Marvin is dope. To see him go from just being a brute with no heart, no emotion, no real emotional connection with his daughter like that outside of it being his baby girl. Now we're seeing him more in tune with his feelings, showing his emotion to his daughter, hugging his daughter during her time of turmoil, during her time of grief due to the loss of her mother, right? And we see him actually knowing how to express himself in that interaction, even though him and his child's mother had a lot of issues, right? Jukebox didn't go to the funeral. He still went to the funeral service. Now, he left out, but still him going to the funeral service shows a lot of compassion and just the change in his character arc. Raquel Thomas is just like, she's just such an intriguing character. All of the lies and manipulation that she does in the series, and the way she still flips it to spin it a different way. Hold on, I talked about acting. Joey Badass playing Unique. Oh my fucking God. That young brother is just, every time he get on the screen, he instantly draws you in. He's captivating. You know what I mean? I don't mean that in a funny style way when I say that. But just his acting ability, the way he sells that character, dope. You want to see what goes on with him. What happens with him in this situation with his brother. I believe his brother's name is Ronnie. Ronnie looked like a goddamn psycho. He looked like Calvin from Paid in Full, but his ass might be on some Jeffrey Dahmer type weird crazy shit. He just got that weird off vibe about him. Where he was sitting there eating that cereal, looking at the TV, brother, that shit is not that interesting. So yeah, but anyway, I just think that I'm more invested in these characters. I want to see what happens with Lulu. Lulu is now saying, forget his sister, F his sister, right? He's torn up about losing Scrap, not losing, but Rock killing Scrap, even though he knew in his heart Scrap really wasn't no snitch. And that really is messing with him because ultimately Scrap was like a brother to him. And they took his life and he felt like, yo, we done him wrong. Our sister, she don't care about nothing. She's ruthless. She's relentless. Just look at the way that scene. First of all, the scene that she had with Lulu last season when she told him, I own you, N-word, right? That was just some phenomenal back and forth acting. We seen Tony Danza on the show. All of that is just, it comes together so well and it's so strong. And maybe we feel a connection to this show too because it feel like this 50 Cent story just as well as Raising Kanan. Just as well as Raising Kanan. Just as well as Kanan's. A lot of us feel like, yo, is Kanan and 50 almost really the same person? You certain parallels. Like, it's just, but yeah, it just feels so much more like authentic, and I love the other series. I love Tariq and them. I love that show. Love watching Power Book 4 Force as well. But this one, man, really take the cake. They got the best theme song. I know heartbreaks, setbacks. I was waiting to hear that. I've been through the ups and downs. I get around, and to me, it's all a part of the game. That shit sound good. Okay, and then the girl singing in the background and that shit. But anyway, I just think that I'm really excited about this one. I want to see where this one goes. You see Detective Burke. She's taken out by Malcolm. What is Malcolm's last name on here? Howard. Malcolm Howard. He kills Detective Burke. Ultimately, she's been snooping around too much. I didn't see her getting killed, not yet, right? She's asking too many questions. She's putting too many pieces of the puzzle together. She's been too bold in her approaches and how she's trying to just come up to people and throw it in their face. And everything was going bad for her this episode. She lost a girlfriend, lost a job. People thinking she's crazy. People looking at her like she's having inappropriate relationships with young kids in the series. You know what I mean? And so everything is against her. Her back is against the wall. Detective Howard hears that she's approached Kanan and she's putting everything together. He goes and sets up a meet with her and says, I will tell you everything. But then goes to kill her after, she just goes in. She just revealing everything that she knows. And then he finds out she was trying to record him and all of that to turn it in, of course, so she can get her job back, so she won't be looked at like she's crazy. So of course she was doing that. But now it's just like a whole web of lies and a whole web of just deception, and everything is all put together. We see Unique and Rock hook up. First of all, Raquel, Patina Miller finer than a motherfucker. Yes, I said finer than a motherfucker because she is. Finer than a damn ticket on the dashboard. You hear me? For real. That girl finer than frog hair, as they say. Woo! Finer than that what you call it, the comb. You hear me? The fine tooth comb. So yeah, man, I don't I was like, I don't blame Unique. I would have been over there the next day. I thought I'd save your life, boo. Yeah, I got to come over here and see what you got in store for your boy. Okay, but yeah, man, I just think it started off slow, but of course the season ain't gonna start off with super whole bunch of action. It has to have build up, but it ended off crazy. Now you just see that it's just a lot going on, and everybody's back is against the wall. Shit about to hit the fan, and we want to see where it goes from here. But yeah, man, I just think that I wonder how Lulu if he's going to get back cool with his sister. Is he going to get pulled back into this somehow, some way? We know them Italian dudes is not going to stop. They coming back. They coming back full force because they left loose ends, which is Rock, Marvin, Lulu. They still alive, the main players. So we know they're going to come back full force. Ultimately, I hate to say this, I feel Marvin's going to die possibly this season. He's becoming so much of a good guy. He's just having such good of a character arc that I think when characters start turning a new leaf, we start being invested in these characters. We start loving them. We start caring about them. Is when they get killed off of shows. And so I think Marvin might go this season. It's gonna hurt though because that's my favorite character on the show. Marvin is by far my favorite character. But I think we're gonna see some devastation this season, but I can't wait to see it unfold because I just think this show it's phenomenal, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that first episode. What's y'all season predictions? And if y'all love this show just as much as I do. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.